Hello students, I am Dr. Devi Manogar, Associate Professor in the Department of Home Science, Anna Adarsh College for Women. I have come here to teach you the module on window and window treatments. Have you ever peeped through the window to see the morning sunlight or listened to the chirping of birds or felt the cool breeze? Many of you would have not done it. This might be due to the fact that in today's world we are so busy and obsessed with electronic gadgets that we rarely enjoy the beauty of nature and give little consideration to windows, which forms a layout of a room along with the walls, floors, ceilings in both home and our workplace. Apart from enjoying the beauty of nature, the very presence of them is required in day-to-day activities. Windows are essential for ventilation, capturing outside warmth and connects the inside to the outside. Moreover, privacy and security are also attained at the same time. I am sure this module will help you to enhance your knowledge about windows and its various treatment. Now, the objectives of the module is to know the different types of windows and window treatment, to understand the factors affecting the selection of window treatment, to be aware of the care of window treatment, and to acquire knowledge of the construction and materials used in window treatment. Now, what are windows? Windows are narrow openings in a room to serve three functions like ventilation, light, and view. In olden days, windows were covered with hide or cloth stretched over the opening or with wooden shutters. Modern windows are generally made in any shape or size with glass surfaces. The size and shape of a window generally depends upon the activity performed in a room. The top of the doors and windows are in the same level, and the sill level of the window is usually about 1 meter above the floor level. The window comprises of the following parts as depicted in the image given below. Now let us see the parts in detail. Window frame is an open structure that holds the window pane as border. Head, it is a horizontal part forming the top of the window frame. Grill, it is a metal bar with or without design which protects the window frame. Glass, the glass covers the window frame and protects from dust or air entering the room. What are stiles? The edge of the vertical portion of the frame is called a stile. The frame holding the pane of the window is called a sash, and the jambs are the upright side part of the frame. The sill is the bottom part of the window on which the casing rests. Rails are the wrapped horizontal or vertical sash. Based on the operations and materials used, windows are grouped into two types, namely movable and fixed windows. What are movable windows? Movable windows, as the name goes, which can be moved, opened or closed. They are more familiar, versatile, as they provide light, view, and control climatic conditions. Major types of movable windows are double hung windows, horizontally sliding windows, casement windows, awning and projected windows, jalousie windows, bay windows, ranch or stripe windows, and French windows. Now let us see these types of movable windows in detail. As the picture image is there for you, these windows have two sashes that slide up and down. The frame of the window is usually movable, in which the panes of the glass are set. They are easy to install, less expensive, and are long lasting. These windows can be opened from top or bottom. The major disadvantages are that not more than half the area can be opened and there is no protection from rain. Apart from this, it is difficult to clean from inside unless the sash is removed. It is also inconvenient to operate when huge furniture is placed underneath. Horizontally sliding windows. They are similar to double hung windows, which are made of shutters which can be moved horizontally or vertically on small roller bearings. They are simple in design, easy to operate, and have more longevity. The disadvantages of these windows are that they reduce airflow and are difficult to clean from outside. What are casement windows? This type of windows are hinged at one side and swings in and out, and the whole window area can be opened and can also be adjusted to direct good ventilation to the room. Operation and cleaning of these windows are easy. They also have some drawbacks, like they interfere with the furnishings and offer no protection from rain. Tight weatherproofing is difficult in these windows. Awning and projected windows. They are similar to casement windows, hinged at the top and are rarely at the bottom. These windows provide an attractive contemporary look, good ventilation, light, and are good choice in damp climates. The main drawback of these windows have more to do with maintenance issues and location than construction. Jalousie windows are made of narrow strips of glass. Apart from the advantages of awning type of window, they also take little space, appear in odd shapes, and are less expensive. The more drawback of this jalousie window is that it is difficult to clean and small panes of glass does not give a full outside view. Bay windows. Bay windows project outside the external wall of the room, and they are large curved windows designed to fit a given space or a group of 3 or more windows placed at an angle to each other. The windows project outside the external walls to a projection called as a bay. These windows are more versatile, allow natural light to enter the rooms and provide good ventilation. The unique configuration of these windows make window treatment difficult. Ranch or stripe windows. The ranch windows are made of horizontal window strips fixed on sliding or swimming casement. These windows are wide and set high in a room to allow space for the furniture and to provide privacy. The position and proportion often makes the window treatment difficult. French windows are made of glass doors that open like casement, often into the yard or terrace, and they differ in style and have single or double door with small windows either at the side or above the door. They are generally left undecorated, but when privacy is needed, special methods are employed. Types of fixed windows. They are more familiar, versatile as they provide light, view and control climatic conditions. Now the major types of fixed windows are bow windows, picture windows, dormer windows, clerestory windows, skylights, arched windows, round and octagonal windows, semicircular windows and corner windows. Now let us see these windows in detail. Bow windows. They are curved windows having the same problem as a bay window. The best way to treat these windows is by one-bay draw curtains. The tracks for installing these windows need to be bent to an appropriate shape. Soft shears or nets gathered in a simple style can be used as a coated metal rod to correct the shape. Picture window. Picture windows are very popular windows fixed on the wall and are excellent for showing the outdoor views. They are generally made of large fixed piece of glass or of a fixed pane with a movable section on the sides. Dormer windows. These windows are small, usually situated in the sloping of a roof of a house. They improve the building appearance. Dormer windows often require special treatment to integrate them into the room. For example, a darker shade of a particular color is used in these windows if walls of the rooms are finished in a single color. Clerestory windows. These windows are set high on a wall between two roof levels. Without reducing the wall space, more light is permitted inside the room as they are placed high on the wall. They generally save solar energy and hence widely used as a passive building design element. Glare alone should be taken into account while designing these windows. Skylights. Natural light like sunlight and moonlight are let inside the room without hindering privacy. They are set on roofs. Lights can be reduced by sheer or net curtains. They are made of glass or plastic and add intent to the dwelling because they provide a new dimension to forms and space as well as illuminates the dark rooms. Now what are arched windows? Arched windows are made of series of covered panels arranged at the top of a window. Architectural interest is created through curved arches which adds beauty to the room, and an ideal solution for an arched window is not to have a window treatment. Shutters are preferred when warmth is required. Now let us see the picture of the round and octagonal window. Now what are these round and octagonal windows? They have a striking architectural features generally left as such without any treatment. When the need for privacy is overwhelming, the usual clear glass is substituted for opaque or sandblasted glass. Now semicircular windows. They are rare type of windows usually set high on the wall or above the door to illuminate the hallway. Either the window is left uncovered or covered with opaque or stained glass. Corner windows. Though difficult to provide treatment to these windows, they are functional and attractive. These windows are of various types designed to form corner of the room. They provide good light and view and may be an interesting architectural feature to emphasize in decoration. Now let us see the various window treatments. Why the windows have to be treated? Windows along with the walls, floors and ceilings forms the layout of a room. Treatment to windows can cover faults, create illusion or become a focal point of a house. They provide a large unit of color, texture and styling in a room. The size of the room plays an important role in deciding the window treatment. If the room size is small, then the treatment to the windows should be more than the size of the window, light in color and simple in styles in order to make it proportionate to the size of the room. Window treatment is classified as exterior window treatment and interior window treatment. Now let us see the various exterior window treatments. The purpose of the exterior window treatment is to protect the windows from extreme climatic conditions, and therefore they are less emphasized and not decorative. Some of the exterior window treatments are awnings or shades, blinds, shutters, grillers, overhanging roofs. What are awnings or shades? An awning or an overhang is a covering attached to the exterior window of a house to protect from rain, sun and wind. They are composed of yarn made of canvas, woven acrylic, cotton or vinyl laminated to a polyester fabric that is stretched tightly over iron, steel or aluminum rods. Awnings help to control the weather. It provides shade, comfort and protection to the house. What are blinds? Window blinds are made up of several long horizontal or vertical slats of various types of hard materials, including wood, plastic or metal, which are held together by cords that run through the blind slats. This window treatment are generally maneuvered with either a manual or remote control by rotating them from an open position with slats spaced out to a closed position where slats overlap and block out most of the light. Shutters. A window shutter can be used to temper the heat, light and cold. They provide privacy and security to a room, enhancing the beauty of a building. Though expensive, they are durable and require less maintenance. We can conceal an air conditioner and radiator inside a shutter. Shutter panels are made of cane, mesh, solid panel, stained glass, perforated hardboards or fabrics inserts in the form of sloping slats which are fixed or movable. Grillers and fences. Grillers and fences are placed close to the windows or some feet away to control privacy, sun and wind in any degree desired depending on the design and location of the window. They are made of masonry, wood, plastic or aluminum. Overhanging roofs is a permanent exterior shading window treatment with less privacy. It is made of transparent plastic or glass or merely of framework vines. If carefully planned, it enhances the aesthetic appearance of the building. Now, what are interior window treatments? Window dressing within the room is done by using curtains, draperies, blinds and shades. Interior window treatment are meant to serve the following purposes. They provide privacy to lighted rooms. Second, they control the light inside the room and make it dark when necessary. Third, they reduce the heat loss and noise levels inside the room. They may provide a theme to a room, and also they create illusion in terms of length, breadth and height. And finally, they can add aesthetic appearance to a room. Now let us see the curtains and draperies in detail. Curtains and draperies are categorized as soft window treatments and are a conventional way to decorate a room. Depending upon the requirement of a room and one's personality and needs, curtains and draperies are of various types. The curtains are classified as glass or sash curtains, tie-back curtains, crisscross curtains, cave curtains, tire curtains, draw curtains, ruffle curtains or priscillas, casement curtains, swags and cascades, pelmets, valance and draperies. Glass or sash curtains. They are generally made from softly gathered ruffled sheer fabrics that hang from a rod against a glass and provide a lovely complement to a room. The purpose is to ensure privacy, soften the interior, diffuse light and create an elegant look to a room. Glass curtains may be used with panels or draw draperies and are generally simple in design with neutral colors. The curtains are 2 to 3 times the width of the window to meet the fullness of the window. Tie-back curtains. These type of curtains gives a formal look and add dignity to a room. In these curtains, straight panels are draped behind the valance and are held back to the frame of the wall with ruffles, ties or other decorative rings. Tie-back curtains are usually made of sheer fabrics and are extremely ornamental. Since they appear more pleasant in a window, they are generally placed on windows which are high, low or centered. Crisscross curtains. They are net curtains, more decorative in style. Two wide panels of the same width of the frame are placed behind the valance to hang these curtains. They generally overlap each other partially or fully and are tied back. Sheer fabrics having ruffles or fringes in these curtains give a pleasing look. Cave curtains. These type of curtains are short and sometimes cover only lower half of the window to provide privacy and to allow light air inside the room. They also act as a cover-up for air conditioners or radiators. They are straight curtains hung on a decorative rod by means of hooks, rings, clips or loops. Tire curtains. Two or more horizontal rows of short curtains are mounted on the window in such a way that they overlap one another. The edges are usually ruffled to add elegance to the room. Draw curtains. These curtains are mounted on a traverse rod which can be drawn, opened or closed. A formal setting designed in such a way to give a privacy in the room, and they are more or less opaque. The curtains are more or less left open during the daytime and can be drawn by hand or cord whenever required. Fullness in curtain is attained through pleats. There are one-way and two-way draw curtains. In one-way draw curtains, the whole width of the curtain may be drawn to one of the sides, whereas in two-way draw curtains, there are separate pieces hung on the same rod that could be pushed off to two ends. Ruffle curtains or priscillas. Priscilla curtains are also called as ruffle curtains and are generally decorated at the top with a ruffle valance. These curtains are known for their softness and femininity. The sheer curtains are usually short, just covering the bottom of the window frame or up to the floor length. Casement curtains. These curtains are generally used on the casement window that open inwards and on a French window and doors. Medium weight opaque materials are used for making these curtains, which may be used along with the draperies. The main function of the casement curtain is to give privacy. Swags and cascades. Swag is a formal decorative treatment done at the top of the window. They are generally used with cascade. Windows may also be treated with swag along with blinds, shades and draperies. What are pelmets? A pelmet is a stiff fabric usually hung above the curtain to cover the track and gives a balance to the proportion of window. They are either simple or grandly shaped and attached to the pelmet board. They are used to provide a dramatic effect or alter the proportion of the window. Valance. They are frilled or pleated fabric or board installed across the top of the window. They give a softer and more informal look to a room. Generally, the shape of the valance may be like original line of a window or may be curved to fall on both sides of the window. The curved depth is made in a proportion to the height of the window. What are draperies? In order to produce a quick, simple and stunning idea for windows, it is to treat them with asymmetrical draperies. They are made of medium or heavyweight fabrics to prevent the entry of light and heat into the room. It generally extends from the top of the window up to the sill or 9 to 12 inches below the sill. The draperies are made with pleated headings and are usually fixed to the rod by hooks and rings. Selection of window treatment. What are the various factors to be considered while selecting the furnishing materials for treating windows? Style. The style of furnishing a room affects the furnishing lines of the window treatment. Today, we find curtains with bright prints, stripes and checks woven in bold patterns with beautiful colors. In a living room with formal setting, it is preferable to have full-length draperies of opaque materials. Traditional rooms look good with the use of luxurious fabrics like damask, brocade or velvet, whereas modern rooms are generally made of plain colored fabrics. The visual effect is provided by the fabric texture and heavy linings, for example, heavy silk or white jacquard weaves with simple patterns. In an informal setting like cottage type, living rooms, ornamental draperies and opulent fabrics are used. Pattern. Though plain curtains are common, The patterned ones are more popular as they provide variety and a higher aesthetic value. The pattern can also be overall pattern, small neat pattern, bold sharp pattern, floral pattern and geometrical patterns. Decorative patterns are generally produced by weaving, embroidery or printing patchwork. Patterns provide some effects in a room. A wide upright stripe pattern makes a wall look higher and stripes across make the room look wider. The size of the room should always be kept in mind while selecting the type of the pattern in selecting window treatment. Texture. Difference in texture makes a room very interesting and provides a good feel in a room. Certain textural qualities are related with particular colors. For example, bright gold and purple denotes luxury and elegance of textures when used in correct proportions. Rooms that are delicate require fabrics like silk, satin, chiffon, taffeta, velvet, etc. Whereas sturdy rooms need natural cottons, fishnet, casement cloth, voile, gauze, organdy, colored sheetings, handloom fabrics, etc. Modern rooms can use either the new sleek, shiny composition fabrics or the boldly textured novelty weaves or polyester blends, which can provide contrast for the smoothness. Other fabrics and weaves are terry, pebble weave, jersey, cheesecloth, etc., which are also found in the modern market. Window treatment in bathrooms like shower curtains are made of rubber, plastic or cellophane sheets. Proportion. Taking the line and proportion of a room into consideration while choosing window treatment, use of valances or horizontally placed pelmets in rooms with high ceilings will produce an appearance of reduced height. Another factor to be considered is the number of windows and similarity in treatment of these windows so that they appear as a single unit. Fashion. Fashion keeps on changing, and to meet the challenges in the modern world, one must be alert by visiting shops, exhibitions, fairs, etc. Plain colored fabrics tend to be fashionable at one time and patterns are in fashion at other times. Durability. Depending upon the function of the room and the amount of usage, materials chosen for window treatment changes. For example, cotton draperies get bleached by the effect of sunlight, which affect the durability of the fabrics. Though certain fabrics like velvet and jacquard are expensive, they are long lasting and therefore they should be bought with consideration. Imitation of costly fabrics such as cheap satin, artificial silk and damask can be avoided as it spoils the entire look of the room and proves to be uneconomical in the long run. Personality and personal preferences. Now, this is a very important factor to be considered while selecting window treatments because each one's personality, their likes and dislikes is supposed to be very important for any treatments. Now, coming to color, color harmonies are brought into a room by the use of colors in window treatment. Finely related colors in curtains and draperies are essential for creating harmony and beauty. When rooms are treated with numerous colors, window treatment should depict these colors to unify them. Cost, which is at most important. Here most of the families who considers the budget to be very important when they allot for window furnishing. The cost of the fabrics for curtains might be less as compared to the expenditures for other furnishings because they need to be changed very often. Now, I have just shown you few materials which are needed for various window treatments. You can have a look at that. Now, let us see the care and cleaning of the window treatments. The rod and track of the window must be kept free from dust by the use of vacuum cleaner. The curtains and draperies must be shaken often to keep it free from dust. Repairs to linings, frayed edges and any difficulty in pulling the curtains, blinds, etc. should be dealt appropriately. Exposure to sun must be minimized by reversing the position of the curtains. Lined curtains are generally dry cleaned, and if window treatment of a suitable material unlined, they have to be laundered. To conclude, in keeping with the changing trends, personal preferences and building design, some modification might be made in the existing window type and its treatment to pave way for creation of new types and to enhance the aesthetic appearance of the building. Beauty lies in the apt selection of suitable materials and also for the various types of window treatment in different areas of a home. Thus, I hope this module would have enhanced your knowledge about various parts of the windows, their placements in our interior and exterior.